Okay, are you ready? Let's cover Gmail, the basics. Along this little black banner bar, you're going to see access to all the different services that are part of the Google Apps for EDU suite. Can't guarantee access to all of these. Some of these will be turned on and off over time as we learn and refine the system. Also notice that the Badger logo is up here to remind you where you are. You are part of a school network, and any and all activity on your Gmail account could be monitored, so assume that somebody's always watching what you're doing and use it responsibly. You'll also notice a search bar right here. This gives you the ability to search anything and everything in your Gmail account. Over time, this could become quite a few different things. You have up to 25 gigabytes of free space. Over here, you're going to have your email address. And over here, you're going to have the ability to drop down between mail, contacts, and tasks. And we'll talk more about contacts and tasks later on. Okay, you'll notice here we have the ability to select all, none, so that we can perform actions on the emails in bulk rather than one at a time. The ability to refresh the page and make sure that no email has been waiting to be auto-refreshed and brought in. And you also have a few options down here from the drop-down, but there are quite a few things that are missing. Many of these things won't become active or show up until you actually select one of the emails. You'll notice now I have the ability to archive it, to report it as spam, to trash it, also to move it to a particular folder or add a particular label, and also to mark it as unread important, and so on. You also have the ability to take emails and add them to tasks. And if you recall over here from the drop-down, tasks is a whole separate service within Gmail. It's a way of keeping track of things that you may need to take care of. You'll notice over here in the top right-hand corner, you can see how many emails you've got and how to arrange them, newest, oldest, and so on. And also, you have the ability to toggle between pages. Okay, here's the settings, and this is where you're going to want to customize and personalize your Gmail account. So there's comfortable, cozy, and compact for display density, but also most importantly, you have the ability to choose from different themes. I had one of the standard default light themes right there, but I really like the planets one. And you'll see it previews it for you right away. Okay, so I'm going to click back on my inbox to get out of that. You can see now I've got planets as my theme. Okay, other things that you'll notice, we've got the inbox, various ways of looking and organizing our email over here. You'll also notice that there's an ad right here, free Medicare plan list. Know that just because there's an ad in your Gmail account doesn't mean that these websites are going to be open here at school. In order for us to have access to the Google Apps for EDU suite of services, we cannot disable these ads. That's how Google pays for it, essentially. So, though they may be interesting and you may be able to click and follow on some of those, there's no guarantee that they're necessarily going to be open at school. Alright, you can see the various emails I've got right here, when they were sent or received over here. Then you also have this last account activity 18 hours ago, and the ability to click on the details, and you can see which computers have been accessing your Gmail account and whether or not your Gmail account is open in any other location. Just one more extra level of security for you. Alright, so how do we compose and send emails? Real easily. I just click on Compose, and I'm going to send an email to myself. You can add a carbon copy or a blind carbon copy right here just by clicking and then typing in the address. Put in your subject, attach a file. You can see the progress of the file upload right here. And then when you send it, you'll see if you've sent yourself some work that you need to access from home. Maybe it's a Word document or PDF or something like that. Those will be right here. And when you click on it, it'll automatically open it, tell you when it was sent, give you the option of doing a few different things to it. The default is reply, but from the drop down there are other options like forward. If there are multiple recipients in this email, there'd be a reply to all sorts of different options right there. You can also reply or forward down here. Okay, so I'm going to just click this back to inbox arrow right here to go back. There are a few limitations to your Gmail account, your school Gmail account. If I were to put in an email address that was not my teacher's and not one of the other school Gmail addresses and try to send it, it's going to tell me that there's a policy in place preventing us from sending things out. We've got a walled garden approach to Gmail, and this is for your protection. Seniors have a little bit more access and ability to email out to college recruiters and so forth. But for 6 through 11, You're just going to have the ability to email your teachers and email each other. Alright, so those are the basics. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask me. I'm Eric Folks, Instructional Technology Coordinator, or your teachers, and we'll do the best we can to help you out.